So looking today at a new version of our powered top hand. This version is larger. It has a 6-foot long post where standard powered top hand has a 4-foot long post. So in areas where you need reach, like tank work, or just to purchase a unit with more capabilities, this is going to be a very strong offering. It has all the features of our powered top hand. It'll just go to larger lengths. We started making the top hand max like last year, and I saw real quickly that the max has some great things, and then it has some things that weren't. There's a trade-off for every decision you make, and we liked the portability and the ease of use of our smaller version of the top hand. We liked the stroke and the reach of the max. So what we did is we kind of married the two, and I feel like we've got the best of both worlds in both of those, because we have the reach of the max and we've maintained a lot of the ease of adjustment and portability of the smaller powered top hand unit. So going over some of the features, this has all the features that Arcboss we really strive for in every one of our designs. We want portable. We want it to be able to be shared between the bays in the shop. We want it to be able to move around a workpiece, a larger workpiece, making multiple welds in the shop. So we've kept that portability. The flexibility is there. There are 7 different axes of adjustment that you can make with this unit. That flexibility gives you the ability to get into a lot of places where you might have struggled with some other systems. Then there's the safety aspect of it, which cannot be overstated. We want the hottest, the hardest, the most time-consuming, the welds that are the most stressful on a welder's body over time. That at the end of a long day or a long week or a long career, that really begin to make a toll. And so by doing that, we're going to make a big difference in how a welder feels when he's in his 50s. So safety is a huge aspect of automation, soft automation, like we do here with semi-automatic systems. And then the performance part of it, that's where this unit really shines. It appears to be a very simple design, but there are just a little over 60 machine components in this part. So there's a lot of precision put in a package that maybe comes across to the eye to be simple. Why? Because we shoot for simplicity. And that simplicity shows up in the performance. This thing will do the same thing all day, every day. So from a speed perspective or from a scale perspective, it gives your welders the ability to perform, at a very balanced level across the shop floor. It's easier to train new guys how to use this equipment, and it's a very, from a performance perspective, when you start looking at hood downtimes averages through the industry, it doesn't take very, very much of an increase in the amount of hood downtime to really make this unit pay for itself very, very fast. And at that $13,000 price point, this guy is going to pay for itself very, very, very quickly. So going over the adjustments and the way that it can be moved around the shop, these 2 handholds back here basically give it the ability to be easily adjusted around. It sits on a base that has 4 swivel casters. Those are all, they're locking. The 2 in the back are locking, and so that gives you that portability that you're looking for. So adjustments that can be made: the column can be slid up and down, the head can be slid in and out, the head can be rotated. Then moving up to the head, you have the ability to swivel the head, to tilt the head back and forth, and to turn the head this way. That turning of the head this way is very powerful because primarily we are designed to address a pipe or a tank perpendicular to center line. But whenever you can swivel that head around, now we can come in and go parallel to center line. That's basically reaching up on top of a tank to weld that cap on the end, or reaching up inside for any reason to make a weld on a piece of pipe or whatever. So that swiveling of the head, those adjustments are very powerful. So just going over the way they're made, unlock this bolt or this knob in the back, that unloosens the head. The head can be slid all the way up, all the way down. maybe this is a good time to also talk about our reach capacities for this particular unit. With this adjustment here being made and that head's being slid out, it's really easy to make that adjustment. Slid out to its extent, the gun will get 7 feet from the tip of that gun to the base of that the post whenever we are in a horizontal orientation. So that's another adjustment. Up and down, in and out. Now moving around to the back will illustrate how this head is rotated. There are 2 socket head cap screws that can be accessed from the back by popping them loose. Then you have the ability to rotate the head. Right now they are unlocked. The head hasn't gone anywhere because we have a stop pin system that makes it a little safer and a little easier to make that adjustment. So pulling this stop pin and sliding it down to the bottom, that's the extent that the head can be rotated forward. And then pulling that stop pin, sliding it all the way up to the top, that's the extent that the head can be rotated. It can actually rotate past that, but the utilization of the stop pin, that's the extent of the rotation. So that rotation is made very simply. Drop that stop pin in and just make sure after you're done making those adjustments that you lock it all back down. So moving up to the head, we can illustrate those adjustments. Everything is made, all of these adjustments are made with a 5/16 Allen key. So it's really easy to adjust everything on this head, which is one Allen head. Going through the first, when you break this apart, that's what gives you the ability to swivel that head back and forth. These are really, it's really pretty self-explanatory once you get close to it, what I'm actually adjusting. Then there's another one here. Take that loose, that gives us the ability to rotate that head. This is a good time to possibly illustrate even the gun holder. We can take the gun out of there really quickly and easily, but that head can be rolled basically from there all the way around to there. And then there are 2 socket head cap screws here on the back of the unit. Whenever we unloosen those, it gives us the ability to rotate that head wherever it needs to be rotated as well. Then we also have an adjustment in the gun holder. There's a socket head cap screw up here in the bottom that give us the ability to rotate the gun holder that way. Now you saw me do it, but I'll talk about it just a bit. With the way that gun clamp is made, it's really easy for an operator to just pop it out, be making welds by hand, and then pop it right back in and go back to semi-automatic operation. So this is the power top hand with a 6-foot post. Just for reference, like I said, in the horizontal position, we can get the tip of that gun 7 feet off the post. Whenever we roll it back, adjust the head forward, and send it all the way up to its extent, the gun will get just about 3 inches. It's 12 foot 3 inches to be exact. We can get just over 12 feet off the ground. So for tank work or for pipeline applications where you need a little bit more reach, or just to have the functionality, it gives you a lot of adjustability and flexibility. Now for higher reach, longer reach type situations, this post can be actually busted apart, and we could basically bolt that post to a custom built system that would give you the ability to go higher and reach further to get to make other welds. So That's the powered top hand with a 6-foot post.